Hello and welcome to Miss Fraser's Flip Math class, where students are responsible for their education. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about take 6.2D, ordering rational numbers. This is the first of 16 readiness teks that we will be responsible for. The readiness teks you're going to see have a lot more steps than a lot of the other teks. We will not be able to learn every aspect of this tek today, but this will get you started. All right. Looking at a number line, this is one of the easiest ways to compare what is smaller to what is bigger. I'm just going to start with something simple here, and we'll say 0 out of 0, or 0 out of 1, 0 out of 2 is our fraction, and the decimal would just be 0, or 0.00, as many zeros as I feel like it still means nothing. Then, over here, I'm going to have, let's go with 1 whole. 1 whole can be represented as 1 over 1, 2 over 2, 800 over 800. So long as you have the full amount for the part compared to the total. Your part and total, that makes it 1 whole. Then down here for the decimal, you could just say 1. Or 1.0. And remember, you can continue on with those zeros as much as you like. Then, between 0 and 1 would be 1/2. Then, the decimal of 1/2, and this is one of those things that you're going to be getting memorized, is 0.5, or you could think of that as 5/10. This is the same as saying, if I were to write 5/10 the decimal as a fraction, I would say put a 1 below the decimal, fill in a 0 for that as a number, and boom! 5/10 is the same thing or equivalent to 1/2. Then let's break down your other stuff you need to have memorized. Over here and over here, 1/2 of a half or half of 50 cents would be 25 cents. And again, 1/2 of a half, that's 1/4 of a dollar. I talk about money a lot just because money is something a lot of people can relate to. So you've got 0, 25, 50, which makes this 75, or 3/4. All the fraction and decimal equivalents you see now are ones that we're going to be expected to have memorized. Then let's break this down a little bit further. If I were to come on this side, I would say we should have a spot for 1 and a spot for 2. So let's say that this is 0.1 and that this is 0.2. That is the same as 1/10, and this would be 2/10. Now 2/10 can be simplified. If you divide by 2 and divide by 2, it is the same as 1/5. And an easy way to memorize your fifths is to look at this number here. All of your fifths are going to be these even numbers. 1/5 is equal to 0.2. 2/5 is equal to 0.4. 3/5 is equal to 0.6. 4/5 is equal to 0.8. And of course, 5/5 would be 1 whole. Then, let's work our way to the other side here. Let's see, after that would be 3. Well, you know what, let's go 3 would be closer, yes, but probably not that close. I should put it maybe here-ish. And then we'll say 4 would be here. So we've got 4/10 here, 3/10 here. Now 3/10 would simply be written like this, but there's a number that's slightly bigger than 3/10, which is 0.3 repeating, and that is the same as 1/3. 4/10, as you learned from up here, is the same as 2/5. So 4/10 is, yes, it is 4/10, but it's also 2/5 when you simplify it. Then let's move over to this side of the number line. Let's go 6, 7, so 0.6, 0.7. 7/10 is just 7/10, but 6/10, we're back over here to our fifths. It will be 3/5. 6/10 is equivalent to 3/5. Then we'll have 8 and 9. So you've got 9/10, 8/10 going back to here. 8/10 is the same as 4/5. Yes, like I said before, 8/10 equivalent to 4/5, and 9/10 is just 9/10. So the big takeaway here is understanding that this is the smaller side, anything on the left of another number. So 25/100 will be less than 4/10. 6/10 is less than 75/100. And then over here is our bigger side. This is the stuff that's going to be the biggest over on the right side. And that's how all numbers lines will work, whether they're negative or whether they are positive. So then let's look a little bit further here and look at negative numbers, because rational numbers do include negative numbers, fractions, decimals, percents, all that information. So here we go. I've already started this number line with a -2 here and a +2 here. At any time in this movie when I'm going to